Military's secret anti-aging programs. Welcome back to School of Soul. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is the Science of Age Reversal series. If the government discovered how to slow aging, do you think they'd tell you? If the military created a soldier who doesn't age, would that ever make the news? What if age reversal is already real, but it's being tested on battlefields, not in hospitals? Today, we're opening a classified file, the connection between anti-aging science and military black ops. Because while public research focuses on looking younger and living longer, the defense sector is focused on something else, staying alive in war. Let's start with DARPA, the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. This is the U.S. government's elite science and tech division, known for inventing technologies decades ahead of the public. The internet, GPS, drones, and neural implants? All DARPA. So when DARPA starts funding anti-aging research, it's not for vanity, it's for biowarfare advantage. One of their projects is called Biostasis, a program designed to slow down biological processes at the moment of trauma. Picture a soldier injured in combat, bleeding out. Normally, you have minutes to respond. With biostasis, the goal is to pause the body's functions, like pressing a cellular freeze frame, giving medics hours instead of minutes to save lives. That's not sci-fi, that's active research. Scientists are experimenting with molecules that reduce metabolic activity, slowing cellular death, and preserving tissue until intervention is possible. Think of it as emergency hibernation. Slower aging, slower dying, more survival. And if you can slow death, what's stopping you from slowing aging? That's the link, extending battlefield performance. If you can delay organ failure, boost cellular resilience, and reduce oxidative stress under pressure, you're not just preserving a life, you're upgrading it. DARPA isn't alone. Rumors have circulated for years that China is testing experimental gene therapies and stem cell enhancements on its soldiers. Military units have allegedly undergone trials using CRISPR to increase endurance, muscle regeneration, and resistance to fatigue. This would violate global bioethics laws, if it were confirmed. But in a world of classified programs, what's legal often runs second to what's possible. And when one country starts testing post-human upgrades, the others follow. Because the next war won't just be about weapons, it'll be about biological supremacy. Who has the stronger body, the faster regeneration, the longer operational lifespan? Let's go deeper. The military has always been obsessed with performance longevity. Not just surviving combat, but performing at peak level over long periods without breakdown. That's why Navy SEALs are already subjected to hyperbaric oxygen therapy, testosterone optimization, and neurofeedback brain training. It's also why military research is funding telomere extension, NAD+ stabilization, and mitochondrial enhancement. They're not calling it anti-aging, they're calling it resilience technology. But the outcome is the same: slower aging, stronger bodies, longer usability. And here's where it gets ethically murky. If soldiers receive advanced age reversal treatments during service, do they retain those enhancements after discharge? Or does the military own their biology? What if the treatment shortens lifespan long-term in exchange for short-term enhancement? Are they told the risks? Or are they just tools in a long game of military innovation? Now let's talk about implantable tech. Another DARPA initiative involves neuroenhancement devices, small brain implants that improve focus, reduce fear, or accelerate reaction time. These are sometimes framed as therapies for PTSD, but they're also being tested for performance augmentation. The link to aging? Neurodegeneration. If the brain ages slower, decisions stay sharper. If memory and cognition remain youthful, command units stay in play longer. That's the real goal: longer serving, higher functioning, lower replacement military assets. And what about post-human soldier concepts? Think, combining stem cell rejuvenation, genetic engineering, and AI-assisted body monitoring to create soldiers who don't age out of service. If that sounds extreme, remember, once a nation gives itself permission to treat the body like a machine, upgrading becomes policy. Aging becomes an operational weakness. And the soldier becomes a lab. So is this really happening? We know biostasis is real. We know gene editing is accelerating. We know wearable biometric tech is standard in elite units. What we don't know is how far behind closed doors this has already gone. But here's the philosophical problem. If the first successful age reversal treatments are developed under military funding, they'll likely be classified, which means the first people to receive biological immortality won't be the sick, the elderly, or even the rich. They'll be government assets, soldiers, spies, operatives, and the treatment won't be for healing. It'll be for control. That raises deep spiritual questions. When the state owns your biology, when your youth is tied to service, when your lifespan is contractually extended in exchange for obedience, what happens to free will? What happens to soul evolution when your body becomes state property? Let's not forget, every major tech leap in history has been tested first on soldiers before civilians. From radar to the internet to synthetic drugs. So if anti-aging breakthroughs are happening in secret now, you may not see them until they've already been weaponized. That's why you need discernment. Just because a therapy exists doesn't mean it will be shared. And just because something's being researched doesn't mean it's safe. So the next time you hear about a longevity breakthrough, ask, is this for the people or for power? Because the human body is sacred, and the war for its future is already underway. Hi, I am Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and SOS, School of Soul has a brand new series, the AI and Future Technology series. Look, you know the world is changing, and no, it's not going back to normal. Normal is over, and what's coming next is beyond anything we were prepared for. The School of Soul, AI and Future Technology series includes 319 videos on 1. The Download Society, How Data Has Replaced Destiny. 2. Predictive Future, Your next moves aren't random, they're forecasted. 3. Social Credit Systems, The Behavioral Economy Now Governs Access. 4. Hive Mind, Synthetic Telepathy and Collective Algorithmic Control. 5. Nanobots Inside You, Medical, Military, and Programmable Intrusions. 6. Grief Tech, AI-fueled digital resurrection and simulated comfort. 7. Uploading Your Mind, Consciousness Transfer and Data-Based Identity. 8. Deep Fakes plus AI Clones, The Replication of Reality and Identity Theft. 9. Quantum Humans, The Merger of Biology with Quantum Systems. 10. Digital Afterlife, Where Your Data Goes When You Die. 11. Resurrection Science, Reviving Life Through Synthetic Methods. 12. Immortal Science, The End of Death as We Know It. 13. Longevity Science, Gene Editing, Anti-Aging, and Bio-Upgrades. 14. Designer Babies, Engineered Perfection Before Birth. 15. Artificial Wombs, Birth Decoupled from the Female Body. 16. 3D Printing, Printing Organs, Limbs, and even humans. 17. The Humanoid Era, The Rise of Synthetic Beings Among Us. 18. Legacy Humans, The Slow Phase-Out of Unmodified Analog People. 19. Smart Cities, Algorithmic Environments That Watch and Decide. 20. Cloud-Based Societies, Citizenship Without Borders or Bodies. 21. Hackable Humans, Emotion, Memory, and Behavior Under Code. 22. Biometric Scanning, Your Body is Your Password and Your Prison. 23. Sex Tech, Intimacy Reprogrammed by Machines. 24. Extinction of Gender, Fluidity, Deletion, and Design of Identity. Every topic is fully explored with real-world technologies, patents, case studies, ethical analysis, and future forecasts. These aren't someday discussions. This is already happening. Join the SOS School of Soul Vault to overstand the future before it's implemented on you.